Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so sorry I've been so AWOL. I have a lot of things to tell you guys. So the last time I was here, I was actually living in Lagos. At that time I just finished culinary school and I was just preparing for the culinary world, and that was the last time I actually came on here to vlog. A couple of months later, I actually moved to ABJ in September 2020. I started working as a professional chef in an Indian restaurant in Maitama, to be precise. My moisturizer, I'll be using my adventure moisturizing gel. I'm also going to be using my Ezekiel primer. Most of the times I don't like to shave my face off when I want to do my makeup. I have a very sensitive skin, so sometimes I just wear my makeup on top and I don't even care. For my setting spray, I'm using the brand, using it for a while, and it's amazing. So in 2020 I moved to ABJ, and then in 2023 I moved back to Lagos. Please don't ask me why. Personal decisions. I just woke up one day and I just realized that I can't do this anymore, and I moved back home. Simple as that. I just want to talk about some of the things I've experienced while moving to different cities and living in different states, and how people treat me, like living in hirsutism. Okay, but hirsutism is a condition found in women that makes them grow excessive facial hairs. Like you can see from my chin to my neck, my chest, I have so much hair in my body, and it's completely natural, it's hormonal. And no, I don't have PCOS. I just realized that with the research I did, you can have hirsutism without having PCOS, because I've never had any issues with my hormones. My cycle has been okay. So for my concealer, I'll be using Nuban Skin in the shade 042. This is the first time I ever saw my facial hairs. I think I was about, let's say, 13 years old. I was so scared. I didn't really understand why me of all people, a girly girl, should have to be seeing facial hairs in her body. Like, I'm not a boy. I didn't really tell anybody. I would just buy shaving sticks, shave off my face. Oh my god, I'm having an epiphany now, because it just sends me serious flashbacks. After some time, a friend of mine introduced me to magic shaving cream. She didn't have facial hair. She was just using it, for her underarms and stuff like that. So after she introduced me to this, I started using it, and it was so good. Shout out to Tracy. She doesn't even know that that was a liberation for me. It became so obvious. I couldn't hide it anymore. I was always shaving back to back. But my problem with Nigerians is, why do we always stare at these girls with hair? Why do we always feel everybody has to be in a certain way? No, we're all different. These things are hormones, and I feel like they don't teach it enough in biology. That's so ignorant, because you're walking up to me, you're asking me why do I have facial hairs. What am I supposed to answer you? Oh my god, your facial hairs. Oh my god, I just appreciate your confidence. That is a backhand compliment. So what are you trying to say? So because I have facial hairs, I shouldn't like act normal? You guys, like, I'm literally living my life. Like, by the way, I'm using this really amazing Vicabel brush in NK4. So good. The hairs are so soft, and it's just blending my concealer perfectly. Another scenario that really like threw me off balance with my hirsutism. So I was a chief bridesmaid for a cousin, right? Then me and the best man, we kind of got along at that time. We got really close. When I was with him at that time, trying to experiment waxing, so he never saw me like with the beards and everything, so he didn't even really know. So guys, when I told him about the facial hairs, if you see his facial expression, I was like, this guy, you are in for it, right? At some point the cat was out of the bag, and he saw how I really was. And the next thing, he starts looking for solutions to my facial hairs, guys. I couldn't believe it either. I was flabbergasted. I was speechless. I was short of words. So at that point, I just knew that this guy is obviously not the one for me. Why would you want me to be around you and I'll be questioning if you love me for the way God created? How dare you question my natural existence? I was so pissed, but of course, I'm not a woman of many words, but I just cut him off I didn't talk to him anymore. I stopped entertaining his calls, and with time I think he got the message, because you don't do that. I cannot teach you how to love me, and you cannot make me feel less of myself just because my standard of beauty doesn't fit your belittling standard. Like, no, baby, we don't do that here. Self-love over everything. So that's how I stopped talking to him. The whole essence of this video is just to talk about like self-love. Don't ever let anybody make you feel less of yourself. You have to learn to love yourself. You can become multiple versions of unlimited versions of yourself. You have to love yourself the way you have to love yourself the way God created you. Don't let anybody define your beauty. You are you. I get a lot of messages from girls that are like me. Mine is not even as much as theirs, but I'm so confident about myself. Like, I didn't always love myself from the beginning. I can't even lie. I found different ways to try and cure myself, if that's what they call it. But when it didn't work, I just had to give it up. I'm like, you know what? I just have to love myself the way I am, because that is all I can do at this point. People tease me. That's so cruel. Like, when you get old, I just realize that people are just mean. People are mean. People are wicked. People are everything you think they are. They are so insensitive. One time somebody walked up to me, multiple times people walk up to me and feel like they have a solution to my facial hairs. Why don't you wait for me to ask you? Batafo, who sent you? Who asked you? What do you think that you want to recommend that you think that I have not already tried? I don't know why Nigerians are making this facial hair a big deal. Using this Blossom High Definer Setting Powder. So I always indulge and encourage everybody to please love yourself. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're not enough. Baby, you are enough. You're more than enough. Like, it took me years to love myself. I didn't just wake up and start loving myself like this. That girl, I used to hate my eyes, my legs, my toes, my feet, my size. Or even get me started with the body dysmorphia. Don't do that. Let's not even go there. That's another vlog entirely. Today is better than yesterday. So what can I say? What can I say? What can I do? My God, that's such an inside joke. So it's back to my moving, why I moved and stuff like that. After culinary school, I got a job offer from Instagram for a job opening in Abuja. But me, I'm a woman of faith. Always live by faith. I'm so daring. I make like very questionable decisions that sometimes favors me and sometimes backfires. But that is the essence of life. You gotta risk it to make it. I did this interview. It was like, when can you start? There's accommodation. I want you to do is just start. I'm like, okay, give me 1 week. The COVID just came down. They just opened airport. Girl, I was on the next flight to ABJ. I've always wanted to live in ABJ. I've always wanted to move here. So this was like a grand opportunity. But what did I see in Abuja? Shaky. And the Blossom African Queen palette, because it has multiple colors. I'm going to just blend this in and then continue my Abuja gist. I was saying, the shaky that I saw in this town, first of all, the workforce, oh my God, nobody tells you how bad it is until you come outside. Like, I went through the worst, guys. I don't know if it's just ABJ, but I'm just sharing my own personal experience. You can go to ABJ and it can be different for you. Me, I'm talking about my life, okay? So please don't in any way try to misquote me, right? I had to resign after 3 months because of something happened. Like, I was neglected as a staff, something that could have cost me an arm and a leg, and the response I got was so poor. I just resigned. Then I pursued my business. I got into real estate. I juggled a couple of businesses because at that point, like, the bill was billing me, guys. So I had to pick up like multiple streams of income. I even started my own spice business, which I'm still going to resume production soon. I'm just trying to test the waters. Love life there, guys. They gave me breakfast. They served me breakfast. Me, who comrade? Not really breakfast per se, just that a lot of guys in ABJ, they're not really emotionally available. As I said earlier, it can work for me, it might not work for you, whatever. I started working in a construction company like 6 months later, which I also resigned because I don't know, my boss was just bossing. I don't know, it was beyond my understanding. I resumed in a culinary school. People say I bottle up my emotions a lot, but I don't think that's the case. I just choose who I want to be emotional with, you know? That means you've not given me any reason to feel vulnerable around you. Okay? Then one day I just woke up and I packed up. Everybody was so surprised. And I don't know why they were, because the signs were there. I was getting depressed. So here I am, living my best life as I should. Guys, guess what? I moved back to Lagos. I found a house in a month. Using Ezekiel. I'm using Ezekiel Holy Grail. I'm gonna be using cappuccino and I'm just on eyeliner. This makeup is makeuping, guys. I'll be using my Who's That Girl blush. Oh, choose this one. Ah, oh, looks good. Guys, can you see that? So guys, that's how I moved back to Lagos. So moved in and so far so good. My experience has been amazing. The first thing I did when I came back is to go to like 3 different beaches, the latest ones that came out. I visited there. I had a good time. I reconnected with family. I feel good. My mental health feels so much better. Before I proceed, I just wanted to just make it known that I did not use foundation in this makeup. Makeup has improved. The last time I was here, I usually don't wear makeup, but I'm a brand new woman now. Please. My Flawless IV compact powder, which is so nice. In my Vicabel NK1 brush, good as usual. So I'm done with my makeup and all that. So I'm just gonna finish up with this. I like to get under my neck. So it just enters, you know. Do what works for you. That's all I can say. Just do what works for you. You can wake up today and decide that, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, and you can always take a decision on that. They did not pin your life to live a particular life or to be stuck in a particular position. If you feel like where you are, you're not doing well, feel like, oh, you can try elsewhere, you can do something else that can make you happy. And sometimes it's about mental health. Lagos was just better for me, and I'm so glad I took that decision, guys. I'm so happy, and you can see I'm back to vlogging. All through my stay in ABJ, I didn't vlog. Is that not a red flag? That is a red flag. Guys, can you see my makeup? Huh, I look so fine, I look so fire. Makeup is makeuping. I'm using my Nuban highlighter in the shade Meh, like in my India vibe. These Vicabo brushes are so cute, guys. I believe everybody should get them. I just recently got mine, and guys, it's been nothing but bliss. Can you see that? Oh, can you see that? Around volumizing mascara. I'm using this for like 3 years now or more. Just use it for my eyelashes. Classic clear, so nice. And for context, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a professional. I just learned makeup on my own and then navigated through the different cosmetics that best suit my skin and doesn't give me after reactions. Very important. So to finish up, I'm using my Nuban setting spray. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and repost. Bye. See you next time in my next video.